Hello. Anybody here? Rich Mitch. Excuse me, Rich Mitch. Hiya. So we were just over on Peter's stream. So Peter from Fragrance View is doing a live stream right now. So I feel bad that I'm clashing, and I feel like I don't expect anyone to be here because Peter's stream's always awesome. Anyway, thank you, Rich, for showing up. And I have a drink here in the usual glass. Just done my nails. Is this light too bright? Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh no, that's higher, that's higher. Here we go. Curious Perfumer, hello. Just on my nails, a kind of denim shiny blue. And I have a vodka Diet Coke. Hi Niels. Vodka Diet Coke. I've just come off of hi John, just come off of a set of night shifts. Hi Christy. And I've forgotten my vodka, so stand by. Where are you, vodka? You are? Sorry about that. I've got a backup bottle, so I've got a little bit left in that one. Russian Standard tonight. Hi Bougie. And we have a litre bottle. This was on offer today. Is it today? Yes, that's it. I finished my night shift at about 6:30 this morning, and I drove to the 24-hour supermarket on the way home and picked up a backup bottle. I thought you were John fella, John Q. I thought you were one and the same. So yeah, we are fully equipped. Robert, hi Rob. Evening, can't forget the vodka. Exactly. So I'm going to top up now. Little top up. Bougie loves a little drinky poo, don't we all? So yeah, just come off night. So I got up today. I tried to get up at 12:15, but that would have only been 4 hours sleep. And I always really struggle to get up the first day after a night shift. Jim's still at work, can't drink. Oh, that's a shame. Do you know what? I was chatting with my colleagues yesterday, and we were just discussing about whether or not we should drink at work. Of course, we all said absolutely not. John, you are having a party again by yourself? Yes, well, there's a cat over there, so it's not just me. Claire, what do you do for work? Bougie, I work for a water company. I work in a control room where I look at reservoirs and treatments. It's so not me, but it's a great job. It's a really good job. So I do my best. So far, so good. I'm still in a job. Been doing it for just over a year and a bit. Managed to keep the job so far. So yes, cheers to that. But yeah, chlorine and calic are not really the chemicals of choice for me. I'm much more into iris and, I don't know, iris and neroli and orange blossom and jasmine. They're my chemicals of choice. And of course, vodka. Absolute apple vodka, Jim likes. I tend not to go for the flavoured vodkas, if I'm honest, because I have Diet Coke all the time. So that's sweet enough, really. Here comes the cat. She's just down here. It looks like she's about to cause some sort of trouble, so I'll let you know what she gets up to. Let me get my laptop and then I can see everything that you're saying. And then we can start to get into the main part of the video. Right. Saint Alchemist, I am not Ray Lewis. Cheers. Hi. Christy's out of wine. What the hell, Christy? Have you not got shops where you are? Robert, where is the grey goose? Don't go, really do Grey Goose. No problem if it's served to me in a bar, but it's a little bit more pricey and I am not worth it. No, let me reword that. I'm worth it. I'm so worth it. However, I really drown my vodka with Diet Coke. So it's wasted on me to have a really expensive vodka. But I don't like cheap vodka either. So I like Smirnoff, Russian Standard, Absolute. It's got to be triple distilled minimum. I don't like any of that shit toxin stuff that tastes a bit. I can't do that. Okay. John Q, natural flavourings are bad for you. What, so synthetics better? Rachel, yo from sunny Cornwall today anyway. We had sun too, yay! John Q, any cases of the coronavirus here? Not in this house. Certainly there has been a few in England, not a lot, but a few. Rich Mitch has been hassling Karen Fox today. She's well known amongst us UK frag heads as a reliable and genuine seller of testers. You can get awesome stuff from Karen, so Rich has been hassling her. Christy, I'm lazy, it's raining, going to be drinking tea tonight, I'm afraid. I totally get you. I'm exactly the same. I'm not leaving the house even for vodka. So yeah, I get you. Saint Alchemist, do I like scotch? No. The only spirit I drink is vodka and drowned with Diet Coke, because actually, yeah, strong alcohol doesn't taste good to me. Megan, Finlandia is also good. Yes, absolutely. Finlandia is great. Vodka. Jim, Smirnoff won a blind taste test in the New York Times. That's interesting. Rachel's on the red vino and a bedside full of frags. I love that. I do take fragrances to bed sometimes and then load them up on the side table and have a little spray. That's a good thing to do. Rich Mitch is saying there's 3 cases of coronavirus in the UK. 2 are being treated where he was on Monday. Oh, scary stuff. Robert Crawford, a Smirnoff and lemonade on the rocks. Cola destroys a drink. You could have a swing in the glass. I could have a nap in that glass. Yeah, I don't mind lemonade and vodka as well, but I kind of like always had Diet Coke with it, so that's what I do. So Robert is sending me some Aaron Terence Hughes samples, so that's exciting. Looking forward to trying those. See what they're all about, because there's so much chat about them. Can't wait to try them. And I'll sort some samples out for your mum, Robert, once I can get my shit together. I'm struggling. Royal Victoria Infirmary is the RVI in Newcastle. It says Rich Rich. Hi, catch my whiff. Hello. Yeah, so just got through a set of 3 night shifts, not too horrendous. 3 shifts is not so bad, but they are 12 hours and I always struggle. So this is my day off, but it's my first day off, and I always struggle to get up to enjoy the day because you feel a bit zombified. And I've got quite a busy few days ahead now, so I've got 4 days off, but tomorrow I've got a Lush event. So Lush, they've invited me to have some kind of treatment in their Oxford Street in London store. I will be having, I think it's like a meditation with fragrances, Reiki style treatment tomorrow, so that'll be nice. And meet my lovely friend Sue, who works for Lush, and I might pop into Bloom. It's one of my favourite fragrance shops in London, so I might pop into Bloom, and I might also pop into Selfridges or Harvey Nicks, not sure, one of the other big stores, I think. Tim Wilcox is wearing Gallop by Hermes, got it for £57, and that's a bit of a bargain. And nails are Yves Saint Laurent Gris Graffiti. What is the colour though, to us that don't know the YSL colour range? Gris, I'm guessing grey, but graffiti, maybe it's slightly more interesting than just grey. Rich, yes, it's a unicorn. Do you want to see my top? I'm pretty sure I've shown it before, but I will show you. Here we go. Unicorn in training. That's the top. Love my top. Stefan wearing Santos de Cartier. Here comes the cat. Don't knock my drink over, sweetie, because then there'll be trouble. Yeah, she's coming. Okay, she's coming onto my lap with the laptop. Come on in. What are our scents of the night, people? Come on in. I am wearing Bee by Zoologist because I love it. So today I wore one of the fragrances I'm going to be talking about in just a moment. And then this evening I have popped on Bee by Zoologist because I'm really loving it. It just makes me feel good. It's delicious to me. Absolutely delicious. She's going to knock perfume over. This cat is crazy. So Jim is also wearing Bee today. Loving Bee. Catch My Whiff is wearing Matriarch's Tetramorph. I haven't heard of that one. Rachel today was wearing Desert Sauvage by Liquid Imaginaire. We have Scott in the house. Scott, I have your samples somewhere. I'm planning to smell those today with you lot. So Scott from the channel The Centurion, do check him out. And he's wearing Black to Black by Mancera, not to be confused with Back to Black by Killian. That was the cat jumping on the stand, therefore just making everything all wobbly. Oh my god, no. Okay, she's just jumped up onto where all my travel sizes are over that side. Sweetie, why are you being such a pain in the arse? Do you know what it is? It's because I'm talking to you lot and not giving her the required attention. Truth Within, wearing Solstice Corvin's Apple Fest. We have snow presently. Very nice, very nice. Bougie's wearing Demeter Magnolia, giving it a test drive. Sarah, hi Sarah, is wearing Straight to Heaven. I believe that's a lavender frag. Do correct me if I'm wrong. John, you're delicious to me. Thank you, John. Paul, why a Smurfy girly? Sorry, I'm new. I'm not sure. I've lost the plot, Paul. Sorry, I don't understand the question. Robert, everybody minds the last time you showed your top. Think it was cold that night. Oh yeah, I recall that. Yes, thank you. Rich Mitch is threatening John to watch his thirst. Rich is wielding a spanner, so do beware, and he's wearing Tobacco Rouge. Megan has got, yes, Jealous Kitty. She absolutely is. She wants my attention. Christy is wearing La Reine des Fleurs, a spicy rose from Dawn Spencer Horowitz. John has sent me $4. Thank you very, very much, John. That is very kind. I will put that towards my next bottle of vodka. And Nick is saying hello. He's wearing Rien by Eldo. I love Rien. I think it's an amazing fragrance. It's hailed as a leather fragrance. I don't really get a lot of leather. To me, it's got like fresh citrusy incense head shop thing going on. It's very, very strong, very pervasive, and I think it's amazing. Robert, I got Mancera Jardin exclusive on tonight. Very nice. I smelt it briefly in a shop once and I liked it. Rich, have you smelled Smolto Pour Homme? Dan got a month or two. I don't recall it. I really don't. I'm meeting up with Dan Saturday and I think we are going to go live on my channel. So I'm going to meet Dan and we're going to do a frag chat for his channel. We'll record that one and then I'm going to get him on here again like we did last time. So that could be fun. Rich is saying Rihanna and Gucci Guilty Absolute smell very similar. I really do not get that at all because I would happily wear Rihanna and I would not enjoy wearing Gucci Guilty Absolute. That's my opinion. There's a smokiness, but Gucci Guilty Absolute is extremely smoky, barbecue vetiver kind of thing, whereas Rihanna is much fresher and cleaner and more incensey to me. Talking review Nick, hi, hello. Christy saying yay, frag chat. Jay Fosco, hey, scent of the day, Boknikov or Oud Monarch. I think I'm slightly tipsy. I started slowly, but it was 2 hours ago now. So this is not a drunk live stream and I'm not going to go, oh, I shouldn't be here. This was never planned. This was never planned. That's not happening. I'm going to try never to do that again. But yeah, this is a slightly tipsy live stream. And also I think when you come off night shifts, obviously basically I've had breakfast and then started drinking. That's how it is for me. So yeah, I'm maybe to be forgiven for being slightly tipsy, hopefully. Nick, totally agree that it's more incense than leather. I don't understand why Rihanna Intense exists. Completely agree, Nick. I've got a sample of the Intense and it is not necessary. Rihanna is intense by its very nature. It's intense. You do not need a further intense version. It's too much. It's crazy. Christy, what's your favourite? Francesca Bianchi. That is The Lover's Tale, definitely. I love that. It's addictive, it's sexy, it's got a journey, it's got a massive development. It changes the whole time you're wearing it, and yeah, that's the one for me so far. I mean, I do really like the Neroli, Sex and the Sea Neroli one as well. That's on my list. That's the next one I'll buy from that line. But when I'm going to buy it, I'm not sure because too much perfume, not enough skin. Rich is saying that Gucci Guilty Absolute and Rihanna have the wet ointment and bandage vibe. I can kind of see that, but I still see them as very different. That's just my perception. We've all got our own perceptions. Truth Within says the underlying DNA in Eldo was very appealing to me at first and then became nonplussed for me. There's only a few that I really like. On my buy list is the Rossi Del Parma Odor Protection because that's a beautiful rose fragrance and I really like that. So that is on my buy list. I used to have Putain de Palace, but the cumin became overwhelming for me and I had to let it go. And I like quite a few. Jasmine a Cigarette I really like. I still need to test it a little bit more, but it could potentially be something that I want to own as well. Rachel Grigg says Rihanna Intense. Okay. Robert says I can put the vodka down. It's easy for you to say, Robert. I can't. Like I'm trying. I can't. Like I can't. I can't. No, I actually can't. I think it's a comfort blanket because if I'm in the pub, it's almost like it's my amulet, it's my talisman. This protects me, this gives me strength and confidence. But I'm amongst friends, so I'm going to put it down. There we go. Hands free. Christy, what's next on your list of all fragrances to purchase? I believe I could change my mind. I think I'm getting Dendera from Fragrance View from Peter Centauri. You know what I mean. I think I'm going to buy Dendera because I really enjoy that. I've worn it a few times now from the sample and loving it. I feel like it's more accessible than I realised. At first I thought, oh, is this a little bit too smoky? Is it a little bit too polarising? Actually, no. The Uber driver that complimented me on my fragrance when I was in Madeira helped me realise it's not that weird, it's not that hard to understand. The fact that he said that I smell amazing suggests that it's quite a nice fragrance for everyone else to enjoy, but I certainly really enjoy it, so I think it's Dendera. The other one that is playing a part is Whispers in the Library from Martin Margiela. Yeah, okay, the vodka is messing with my head a little bit. It's messing with my ability to talk. So try and keep that in check. But yes, Whispers in the Library, it's not necessarily the opening notes, because the opening notes is not amazing. It's nice, it's not amazing, but the dry down, there's something about the way that plays out that I love, and it reminds me of a Guerlain fragrance. It reminds me a little bit of my Iris Ganache, which is very, 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 very special. And Whispers in the Library does have this absolutely stunning vanilla dry down that makes me want to own it. So I feel like Dendera is number 1 and Whispers in the Library is number 2, but things can change. Niels Claire, have you tried Sven's new Musk 2? There it is, Musk 2. It's on this wrist. I've been wearing it today, and I should have already started talking about these fragrances, but I will be coming back to it, Niels. Rich is saying he's definitely going to be getting Gaia. Rich is saying, listen to her being all innocent about her vodka. I am innocent, very innocent. Comfort Incense Tracy, hi, I'm so glad you made it. I feel like Elvis got 2 lives going and my little brain can't cope. What do you mean by that? Got 2 lives? Is that, I don't know. I'm not gonna start playing guessing games. Elaborate for me, Tracy. Sarah, been debating it, but that's just convinced me to order the Dendera sample. Yeah, well, as long as you like it smoky, spicy, dry, then eventually you get a really nice, slightly ambery and lots of incense all the way through, ambery, slightly sweet in the dry down. If you like that, that's really like simplifying it to a ridiculous degree, but if you like that, and it lasts forever, so you'll wear Dendera in the night and you'll still smell it in the morning, which I love. Christy, saving to buy Spirituous Double Vanille, just so expensive, might wait till next winter since by the time I get it, it will be spring. Yeah, I've tried that a few times and it has never quite grabbed me. I don't know why. I love the Guerlain and I love the La Tomatillo Lime, but that one, which should be my jam completely, just doesn't quite grab me, and I can't explain it. I need to retry it though. I need to keep on retrying these things. Truth Within, love Whispers because I was a freshman in college in '97, spending time in libraries, and loved Oxford because Radiohead was all the rage then. My favourite Radiohead scent, my favourite Radiohead fragrance is from the Pablo Honey album. Thinking about you and there's no rest. It's in my head. That one, I love that. It's just so, it's got so much emotion caught up in the song. I love it. That's my favourite. Talk and review. Do you think it's Year of Aquatics? I'm seeing a lot being released on the men's side. There's always aquatics though, aren't there? Invictus, Bleu de Chanel. Aquatics will never, they'll never die out because it's a very easy to wear, easy to love kind of thing. Issey Miyake, all of that. It's not really my thing. I've never got on with aquatic. I mean, I actually go back to the 90s. I would have worn the Cool Water for Ladies one. Sorry, itchy face, itchy face. But I've never really got on with that, not for a long time. But I think aquatics will never die. Oh, Tracy's talking about me and Pete. Are you trying to watch both of us at the same time, Tracy? That's too much. You've already got enough going on. You don't need to be doing. I will forgive you if you want to go and watch Peter. I will forgive you, because I would be watching Pete if I wasn't here. If I hadn't planned this and I didn't know Peter was already going to be doing a live stream, then I would have planned this at a different time so that I could watch Peter. Because, yeah. I really appreciate all of you that have taken the time to come and join me, though. That's really nice. Rich Mitch, stop taking your piss out of me. Look at my top when it's cold. Boo! Tim, I love Eldo's Attaque le Soleil Marquis de Sade, but have smelt only Fat Electrician of the rest. Looking to try more. Okay. I can't remember the Marquis de Sade one. Sorry, I think I've got an allergy. Look, might have a perfume allergy. Yeah, there's a few from the Eldo line that I really like, and then some that are just, they're just okay, but I think they're a nice line. And affordable. Well, not that they've now got like a higher end part, haven't they? But the normal line, affordable. Affordable niche. Love it. Fake Plastic Trees is one of the best songs I've ever heard. It says Rich off of Radiohead. Rachel saying York. Tom York, I assume. Truth Within. Oh my god, you were a fan of obscure Radiohead. I was on the internet learning everything about Radiohead in '97 because of free internet and not much else then. Yeah, that was just, I wasn't mega into Radiohead or anything in particular that obscure, but I had friends. It was for me, my music interests tend to stem from friends liking stuff and then me learning about it. And that's I worked away. I worked in France on a campsite back when I was in my early 20s, and some of the guys had really great taste in music, and I just loved it. And they got me into Counting Crows and Stereophonics back when Stereophonics had their first couple of albums out, and I loved Stereophonics and I always have. But yet, I can't listen to, like, I couldn't listen to not the Cure. I couldn't listen to Radiohead non-stop for an hour. It would drive me crazy. But some of my favourite songs by them I could definitely. Tracy's wearing Anubis. Love a bit of Anubis off of Papillon Perfumery, and I will be talking about Papillon very, very shortly. I should actually start talking about what we're supposed to be talking about. Paul Todd, what do you think of Zara men's fragrances just starting out? No cakes tonight. I've had too many cakes. Honestly, all the clothes I'm wearing now are all elasticated waistband. It's kind of depressing. I can't face putting jeans on. Something bad has happened. All those cakes have really, they have manifested themselves around my waist and thighs and stomach and face, even if you do that. There you go. Cakes. Cakes are the enemy. I should never have indulged. Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Oh, is Eugene live as well? Oh, gutted. Gutted. I'll watch it. I'll catch it later. Rachel. Rich Mitch, best scent to listen to Radiohead to. I think you have to go with something atmospheric. Let's think. I think maybe something smoky, cool. I think, let's just, while we're here, let's say listen to Radiohead while you're wearing Angelique. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I would, let's go back to Dendera. It's smoky, it's spicy, it's cool, perfect. Rich Mitch, local boy in the photograph. I love that one. Local boy in the photograph today. It's gone away. Alexa, play Local Boy in the Photograph.
Local boy in the photograph by Stereophonics on Amazon Music.
Here she goes. Oh, hello, sweetie. This was not supposed to happen. I better not sing along, that would be really embarrassing. I smell that smell, it's that time. Yeah, I like this song. Railway track, something clocks the line again. Train runs late for the first time. Okay, I need to stop. Alexa, stop. Yeah, we can't have that. Rachel loves Papillion, wants them all. I really love the ones I've got, but Salome was, I don't get on with Hyraceum or Hyrax. I just don't like that. It smells like barbecued meat to me, the note of Hyraceum. And Dryad, I don't like Galbanum. Galbanum is a fragrance or a note that I really, really don't like. So I only tried Dryad in the shop though, so I don't know how it develops, but if you put a lot of Galbanum in something, then that's me done. I just can't go there. Jim, now it's a party. Alexa, stop spying on me. Yeah, if you've got any more requests for Alexa, I'll ask her if she doesn't mind, you know. But problem is, if it's a song I like, I can't help singing along, and then it's going to get really embarrassing because I will sing along. So let's move this along because this is supposed to be a whole video and a new smelling new things video. Rachel says Dryad is beautiful. Agree. I thought I'd hate it. Right. So new things, smelling new things. I'm actually wearing quite a few of these new things, but so let's start with what we have here. So I bought this as a partial bottle from my friend Monique from a UK fragrance group. We've done lots and lots of buying, swapping and selling over the years, and she has a great Instagram called was it called Symphony of Scents, I think, or Scented Symphony of Scent, Symphony Scents, something like that. And anywho, she loves this fragrance and she had 2 bottles and she decided to let one go, and it's called Attar de Roses by Keiko Mesheri, and of course it's a rose fragrance. So I've just sprayed this over here about an hour ago, and I had a sample that Monique sent me quite a couple of months ago actually, I think it was. And this is a very rich, now I hate using overused terms. People say jammy rose a lot. Sometimes it just makes sense, so it is a jammy rose. It's like condensed roses with some added sugar and vanilla. with the merest wisp of incense in the background. There is a note of amber and there is a note of leather. Now I do not get any leather at all. When it dries a little bit, you will get some musky aspects, but clean musk, not dirty musk. If you like Stella Rose Absolute, which I used to love before it got taken off the market and then reformed many years later, pre-reform Stella Rose Absolute is kind of ballpark. However, this is sweeter and has more of a rich, dense, sort of sugary aspect to it. Hello Mel. Mel is late to the party. You can never be late to a Smurfy party. So we are talking about Attar de Roses from Keiko Masheri. The bottle is stunning. It's super heavy, very heavy. The lid is shit. Like you couldn't pick it up by the lid. It is not a good fit, but who cares? Loving it. It shows the old fingerprints, but I love it. The bottle is way better than I even realised, and it smells gorgeous. If I'm in the mood for full-on voluptuous sweetened rose, this is where I'm going to be heading from now on. Attar de Roses. So I got this for a really good price. Partial bottle, 75 mils. As you can see, can you see the level here? Not sure you can. It's up to about there, so it's really well filled, and I got that for around about £45, so I'm loving that. Absolutely beautiful rose fragrance. Has anyone got any requests for Alexa? Otherwise I might put something else on. Right, so next up then, I have already reviewed it, but I wanted to show it here in this kind of new things haul type video. And it's Angelique from Papillon. We were just talking about Papillon, and here is Angelique, and I reviewed it going back a month or so on my channel. Don't know why I'm holding my sagging arm while we do this, but I am. I need some sort of support. I need to start wearing support tights on my arm to stop them sagging. I reviewed this on my channel from a sample, and then when I went to go and order a bottle, Liz got in touch. Liz Moores is the perfumer. She's lovely, and she got in touch and she said, I'm cancelling your order because I've run out of Angelique. I'm waiting for more to macerate. And she said, when I've got more, I'm going to send you a bottle. I'm refunding you, and I want to say thank you for supporting me. Or I'm paraphrasing words to that effect. So this was a gift from Liz. I did try to buy it, and bless her, she gave it to me as a gift, and I've already reviewed it, but I am going to do an updated review once I've worn it. I'm going to let it mature a little longer actually. I'm going to keep hold of it a little bit longer because I feel like perfume gets better with age, and I'm just going to keep hold of this a little bit longer, and then I'm going to do another review. But this is a fragrance with lots of mineral style irisy stuff, and it's a bit violety as well, and I can't even remember the rest of the notes. There's definitely floral. I think it's mimosa, I could be wrong. There's also osmanthus, which comes off slightly apricot like. It's a leather note, but to me it's more suede. It's very smooth and natural and earthy smelling, like smelling stones, cold stones. Yeah, it's beautiful. Anyway, so that Angelique. What's all this talk of Mars bars? Did Peter send out Mars bars to you guys? If you did, you need to let me know. So that's Angelique from Papillon. I've got more stuff to sniff with you. I have to get up early tomorrow because I'm going to this Lush thing. Callie reviews. Hello, what are we sniffing today? We've got a few things going on, Callie. We've done Attarda Roses, Keiko Masheri, very rich and sweet rose. And we've also now talked about Angelique by Papillon. There's this like greenness to it. It's very mineral. It's irisy. It's suedey. It's very, very lovely and kind of natural smelling. But there's more. There's more. Christy, what's going on with your fragrance? Any timeline? Christy, we have come up with a bit of a problem. So I met up with the perfumer just last week, and we were relying on a Hey Absolute, and it's kind of the backbone of the fragrance. But the Hey Absolute that we were using is no longer available. It's changed, and even though we can still get Hey Absolute, the Hey Absolute is not the same. It's actually gorgeous. The Hey Absolute now that my perfumer can get it's richer, it's sweeter, it's less dry, it's absolutely stunning, but it has completely changed the profile of the scent as we were hoping it would be, to get the development, to get everything to work together how we want it. The new ingredient, changing that Hey Absolute, has changed everything, and it may well be A, there could be a massive delay, B, it might not happen at all because we have some other logistical issues that mean that it might not be able to, it just might not happen, which is a shame, but also I don't want to put any undue pressure on the situation. I'm absolutely loving what has been created so far. So if it can happen, even if we end up having to put it on the back burner for a couple of years, I think what's been created so far is so stunning that it would be a shame for it not to come out at some point. But I'm gonna kind of shut up about it because I don't want to put any pressure and I don't want to put any expectation. If it happens, it happens. But yeah, so unfortunately there's been a problem with one particular ingredient, and there's an added curveball of a logistical situation that means it might not happen. So yeah, that's really, really sad. And yeah, but that's unfortunately it's good. I guess it's good for me to share that to and people understand that things can happen with, particularly with the, I guess, indie perfumers, and that can throw everything off. Just one little thing can throw everything off, and yeah, so that's that. That's the update on that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not completely, I'm not hopeless. I'm really hoping that we can find a way around it, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna take my focus off for the time being, and my expectations are low, and then if a miracle happens, then that will be amazing. If not, then yeah, I hope that at some point in the future then something can happen. We'll say that for now. Yeah. Robert, right, what have I missed? Last 15 minutes I've had to drive home. Heard someone strangling a cat, or was it singing? Well, Sweet is still alive. She's right down here, so that must have been my singing. Hillary from the Bureau. Hi Claire, you look gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Cheers, Hillary. So, my bladder's already screaming. And how long have we been streaming? We've been streaming for 45 minutes and my bladder already wants to be released. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. I'm making sense. Hello. Hi. Oh, so here's something. I found the most amazing chair on eBay. You will not even believe. Literally, like, it's not cheap, but it's stunning. So you know my last chair, you lot would call it a throne. I've given that to Dan, or actually sold that to Dan. The one with the silver and the dark velvet, and it was beautiful. But Sweet E just sheds all her hair all over it, and it looks horrible. So that's gone. Dan's got that now, and I need a nice chair for filming. I can't show you it because it's on my phone, and my phone is filming. This chair is called a porter chair. Porter. Excuse me. So it goes up, like, it kind of like goes above your head and round. So it's big, and it's all gold, and then the fabric is sort of gold and champagne, and it is like a massive throne. Do you think I should buy it? Give me a thumbs up if you think I should buy this chair. I'm not going to tell you how much it is, but I have to wait till payday. And it is really, really stunning. So it will dominate this area of the room, and it will look stunning. And when I go to the toilet, you will probably just stare at the screen, mesmerized by the beauty of this throne-like chair. So tell me I should just buy it. Just tell me to buy it and I'll buy it. I just need a little push, because I don't normally buy really expensive furniture. I buy nice furniture, but I get it on the second-hand market. So, and sometimes I might paint it or something. So yeah, just tell me to buy it and I'll buy it, and then I feel like it was not just my decision. Okay, I've got thumbs ups. Christy, yes, you need a chair for a queen, like Alice in Wonderland. It really is as well. Robert, yes, give me a thumbs up to buy the chair. Sarah, love a good chair, buy the chair. Tim, buy. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the chair. That's all the encouragement I need. I'm going to have to wait till payday because it's quite pricey. Payday is, I think it's normally the 15th, unless the 15th is at the weekend. The 15th isn't the weekend, so I think it's the 14th. Valentine's Day, the 14th of February. As long as they've still got it, I'm going to buy the chair. But I'm going to share a photo of it on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you get to see the chair. You get to preview the chair. Scented moments. Hello Claire, back from Madeira. Yes, back to not so terrible England. Not so. When I landed, it was freezing cold and windy and rainy, but actually today and yesterday have been really nice. So yeah, I don't mind being home. Actually, it's okay. So Rich has got a lazy boy chair, very nice. This one's probably not going to be that comfortable, but it's going to look absolutely stunning, and you're going to enjoy the moment that I go for a week when you can see more of it. That is literally how good this chair is. It is stunning. But for now, I'm going to leave you with my dining room chair. Maybe the cat will get on the chair while I just pop to the loo. Sorry to be rude, but Robert, I've just bought it, so you have missed out. Got the last one. Yeah, actually, Robert, there's two, so I doubt it. I'm just popping to the loo, so you can have a look at this dining room chair, which has still got some detailing, you know, it's not the worst. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. Sweetie, do you want to get on? Come here. Come here. Talk to people. Oh, I can't quite, well, I'm going to the loo. I'll be back. you purring? Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute, aren't you? Come on in. That's it. I'm back. Oh, I'm slightly wonky. There we are. Right. Oh. Thanks for waiting if you have waited. Right then. Candy likes office chairs with wheels. I don't. The cat is sizing us all up. Yeah, she probably was. Have I got lost? No, I didn't get lost. You know, the longer you hold a wheel, I don't know about you lot, but the longer you hold a wheel in, the longer it takes to get it out again. That's what I find. Truth within, the kitty was more patient than us. She was very patient. And we're talking about Staples chairs. So I have got a perfume rash. Look at that, it keeps itching. Jon Snow is in the building. Scented snowdrops. Hello, John. Cheers. I haven't really made much progress in the stuff that I was supposed to be talking about. Oh shit. That was stronger than expected. Not too bad though. Right. It's no love bite. No, it is absolutely not a love bite. There's not been any sort of action like that for a while, I can tell you. Right, so we are now going to do the SP Parfums. I've got two here. We've got Pooja Torres and we've got SP Musk 2. So, Mel, did I mention Anubis this evening? We have talked about Anubis only as someone sent her the night. We had a little chat about it. Dan, looks like a love bite to me. Must have been the cat. Might have been. Yeah, and the more you itch it, the redder it gets, the worse it looks. That's it. Yes, Tracy's wearing Anubis. Sorry, my memory's crap. Steve. Oh, Steve off work. Hi, Steve. Steve's in the building. Dan lives around the corner. Yes, Stefan, but that's neither here nor there. He is coming back at the moment. I've just quickly exchanged messages with Dan and he's coming back from London. He's been to Harrods today. Yes, Steve is Master Cogs. Steve works for the same company as me, so I sit in the control room all comfy and warm looking at computer screens. Steve is one of the guys that has to go out to the scary, cold and dark treatment works when we call him out at 3 AM. Bless him. But the weird thing is, Steve didn't know. Steve was into fragrances, has been into fragrances for quite a while, and only when he saw me on Facebook as a recommended friend and saw mutual friends of Fragheads did he realise that I was also in the fragrance community. So it's nice to sometimes call up Steve to send him to some job or other and he tells me a scent of the day and we chat frags and don't talk too much about chlorine and all that stuff. Yeah. I think I forgot to put Diet Coke in there. It's quite strong, you know. I'm just going to top it up. Mel just sprayed Anubis for the first time while you popped out nice and leathery right now. Yes, I think when I first tried Anubis, well, the first time, it was going back years when it first came out, and I think it was 2014. And it was way too leathery, way too smoky for me, too dry, too challenging. Now I've changed my tune on that, and I get the jasmine more, and to me it's way more interesting. But I think I still need it to settle on my skin a good half an hour for me to fully enjoy it. Steve, it's like working with a celebrity, you joker. Rich, Steve, get our autograph. Sell it on eBay. Yeah, you'll get fortunes for that. Now that's too much Diet Coke. Can't get the balance right, you know. Let's try and... Don't you love cracking open a new bowl? There we go. Little dab of that. Can I sign your Aventus? So yeah, I sent you an email, Steve. Hopefully I will meet up with you in, when do we say, March. I don't know if you got my email, and we can hang out and chat frags and pretend to be working. You can show me how your your cogs works. Now that's too strong. So now I need to put more Diet Coke in it. This is all going wrong. Can't get the balance right today. Okay, I will open up my work laptop tomorrow and check your reply. That's better. That is the perfect balance of Diet Coke and vodka, according to me. So let's talk frags. Pooja Torres. I feel like this is degenerating into a slightly drunken live stream, but at least there's no drama here. No drama. Right, so Pooja Torres. This is the latest one from SP Parfums. And this one is supposed to be reminiscent of makeup powders and powdery skin musks. There is jasmine, sambac, Turkish rose, ylang ylang, and what else? Ooh. Oh, obviously rice powder, tonka, Steve, I'll show you my cogs. Okay, I tell you what, you have earned the spanner, Steve. You are getting the spanner. You now have, or the Americans call it a wench. Is it a wench or a wrench? It's a wrench. It's a wrench. Steve, scent of the day was Parfum Smiley Herod. You've worn that before when we've chatted, actually. Excuse me, I've got belches going on. Dan is waving his spanner and doing some smiles. Top note, new SP sounds beautiful. It's really beautiful. If you know Suntan Glam, it has elements of Suntan Glam, which Sven has confirmed. It has part of Suntan Glam, but it doesn't have the smoky and it doesn't have the animalic aspects of Suntan Glam. It's got this heady floral. It's quite a strong heady floral with some sweetness, and then when you let it dry down, the heady floral really calms down and it feels like it becomes one with your skin, and you have this powdery, slightly sweet skin, like powdery floral musk thing. Still needs much more testing for me to review it, but I would put it, if I take the whole SP Parfum range and say what my favourites are, this is my third favourite. Number 1 being Powder and Dust, number 2 being SP Musk, the original. This will be number 3. I'm liking SP Musk 2, but it is slightly challenging, which I'm going to come to in just a moment. I love Suntan Glam as well, so Suntan Glam is probably 4. But yeah, Pooja Torres I really like, and I like that it changes, and I like that it is kind of heady floral and then it becomes more subtle and more powdery musky. It's a very romantic fragrance. Nothing challenging here, and SP Parfums can have some really challenging stuff, but they can also have some really beautiful and very easy to wear stuff. And this is in the beautiful, easy to wear range. Yes, like it. Steve is in my regular rotation this time of year. That will be the Parfums de Marly Herod. Dan Spanos, wench, wrench, what's the difference? I don't know about in America, but here in the UK, a wench is, it's an old-fashioned word for a barmaid, but it's also kind of insulting. It's like, get here, wench, fix me my drink, wench, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's a wench without an R. Wrench, yeah, that's your spanner, basically. Spanner is another word that can be used multiple purposes. So spanner is a wrench, like a tool, but also we would say spanner to someone who is maybe being a bit stupid. Yes. Dan, I was being sarcastic. I still enjoyed explaining, so it's all good. So let's smell some more stuff. Next one then, we'll stick with the SP, and we have SP Musk. Rich says his mate is a bit of a spanner. SP Musk. So this is, so Sven, bless his heart, spotted that my bottle of Musk is getting low, and it's very low. So he sent me a brand new bottle of SP Musk. So I'd like to show you how that comes while you're here with me right now. SP Musk and all the SP Parfums, they come in these really nice bottles that have, boxes that have this old-fashioned botanical print on the outside. Handwritten always here, the note of what it is. And then you have a little sticker here, which if you had a tool you would score across it. I don't appear to have a tool. I don't have a wrench or a spanner or anything else. So I'm just gonna rip that open. Ooh. What I like here is the box is, it's kind of functional, so you don't feel the need to keep it. If you're not a box collector, if you don't feel the need, you don't have to keep these boxes. They are very functional, they're recyclable, and then inside, wrapped up in some tissue paper, definitely wrapped by a man, and that's how a full bottle will come if you buy it from SP Parfums. As you can see, so it just says Musk. In my last bottle said SP Musk, this one just says Musk. They always come with a little plastic thing to prevent them from accidentally ejaculating in the box on the way over. And SP Musk, let's just spray a little bit. I've got not much space left, but we'll spray the SP Musk so that I can compare and contrast it with Musk 2. So Musk, SP Musk, is very vibrant. It's slightly green and sweet. It's almost like fresh grass, fresh hay. It's got acacia, aka hawthorn, which is a honeyed kind of floral. There's jasmine sambac, but it's not anything like the jasmine you might be used to. And then when it dries down, it's definitely really honeyed. When it dries down, it's sweet, and it's almost like it forms part of you. I guess it's the musk, the skin musks. It's not too powdery, it's not particularly powdery as such, it's just very musky and honeyed and sweet and gorgeous. That's SP Musk, so that's the original. And now the flanker that we're talking about is called Musk 2. Now, I wore that earlier. I actually bumped into my good friend Debbie. I was walking back from the post office and I felt this need to walk rather than go in the way home, the normal way. I decided to walk a longer way home to get a bit more exercise. And it was like my instinct. It's a really weird thing. I try to listen to my instinct more these days. And I thought, how do I want to get home? And I do this all the time. If I'm driving or walking, I think, where do I feel like I want to go? And I felt like I wanted to go a roundabout different way. And as I did, I walked past my best friend from school outside a house, not her house, a house that she'd been working inside, and there she was in front of me. So it was very, very serendipitous. And I had her smell SP Musk, and it had been on my skin so SP Musk 2, it had been on my skin for about 40 to 50 minutes, and she really liked it. Then I said, I've got it in my pocket and I want you to smell the opening notes. So the reason being is there is castoreum in here and it's not in the original. And when you first spray it, the castoreum is quite strong. If you know Kuros, then you will know castoreum can be a little bit like, some people will say that urinal cake smell from going into the men's toilets. And Debbie, my friend, said yes, she loved the dry down of SP Musk 2 on my skin. She said that's really nice. And she's used to normal, she's not a frag head, she's used to normal fragrances, but she enjoyed this at 40 minutes in. When I sprayed it fresh, she did say yes, there's something there. She agreed, there's something there that's a little bit odd. And it is quite animalic in the opening. So that's what I'm trying to say. There's castoreum in here and it's much stronger in the opening. If you wear it for a little while, it calms down. But if you want something a little bit more challenging, SP Musk 2 is the one. If you want something that's mass appealing and easy to like, then the original is more your thing. So I'm missing out on some comments because I've just been chatting away. So let's have a look. Rich, nice box. And Dan, you're no tool. That's nice of Rich. Steve, is Mr. Smelly back tonight? Not tonight. When I spoke to him earlier, I was going to invite him over to kind of join in on the live stream, but he was on his way back from London. So not tonight, but Saturday night we're going to do a live from here. Tim, one of the SP range was created by Tom Elise with SP and they won an award at the Art and Olfaction. Not smelt any of them, but they sound good. Yes, Tim, that one is Powder and Dust and that is my favourite from the whole line. It's a gorgeous, it has this pear opening. It's got some, it's kind of got this rich vanillic pear mimosa. It's very difficult to describe. I wouldn't say it's as powdery as you might imagine. It's not mega powdery. It's just got a gorgeous pear. I'd say the pear is the star of the show. Powder and Dust is really, really gorgeous. Rich loves castoreum. You may well like SP Musk too then, Rich. Darren, hey Smurfy, love wearing that in the 90s. I assume you mean Kuros. Yeah, my dad wore Kuros. Raphael, Claire, I'm sure you would love Coca Blanc from House of Matriarch. I did try it quite a few years ago. Dan had samples from House of Matriarch. Coco Blanc did not meet my expectations. I think I was expecting more of a gourmand, more sweet, and It's hard now. I mean, we're going back quite a few years since I smelt it. It didn't meet what I expected of it. That's not to say I didn't like it, but it wasn't. I think I expected more sweetness, more gourmandness, and it just wasn't that. Darren, hey Claire, I'm not as old as your dad, am I? I don't know, Darren. How old are you? I doubt it. Tim, yes, powder and dust, must try. Yes, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's rich, it's long lasting, it's got this mysterious thing about it, and it doesn't smell like anything else, but it still smells really, really appealing. I don't think anyone would find it difficult to understand or odd. Maybe for the first 20 minutes. Some people find the first opening notes a little bit weird. I love it all the way through, but some people find the opening a bit weird. But it doesn't take long for it to get really, really beautiful. Darren, how old do you think? Well, I don't know. I can't see your picture very well. It's tiny. And I really don't know. Steve, I thought exactly the same about that. Peter from Fragrance, he was really bigging it up at the time. It didn't meet my expectations either. Yes, and it was actually Peter was loving Coco. It was Coco Blanc, isn't it? Peter was loving it. I expected more chocolate. I expected, I don't know, I think it was a bit woody, a bit more savoury than I thought it was going to be. It just didn't hit the mark for me. I love a gourmand, and I like them not to be too gourmand, but this just wasn't gourmand enough. I think that's what it was. So we've now covered the two new SP parfums. So I'll pop those out the way, and we're going to move on to some 4160 Tuesdays. 4160 Tuesdays. And I've got here Fluffy Lemon Top. Fluffy Lemon Top. You can't see the label because my ring light, oh, there you go. My ring light's so bright. Fluffy Lemon Top. It's an eau de parfum. I wore it today. Darren, can't you click on the pic, Claire? I thought it gets bigger if you click on it. The pic. Oh, let me try. No, not at the moment. Maybe if it was on a normal video, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, I can't click on you right now, and yeah, I can't. Fluffy Lemon Top has no lemon in it, by the way. Look at this cute little mofo. That is a 15ml bottle, 15, so tiny. Look at that. It's almost like a miniature. This is a new thing with 4160. They've just started doing them 15ml bottles. They were doing the, let me find one for you. They were doing 9ml like this. That was the 9ml. And now they start, I don't know if they'll continue with the 9ml, but I really like these because they're much more stand-upable. So my cat will knock that over, not quite as easily as she will knock that over. So already we're onto a winner. And it's so cute, look at it, it's so cute. So 4160 are now doing 15ml, and Fluffy Lemon Top. Rich says lemon hates my skin. Mel says 15ml are cute. Do you know if they stopped the 9ml? I don't know. I really don't know. So Darren saying that it won't get bigger if you look at it. Well, do you know what? You don't want it to get bigger every time someone looks at it. And he's 43, so that means you are 1 year older than me. So I feel good about that. Except, not really. I'd rather be a lot younger. yeah, so no idea whether or not they will continue with the 9 mils, but I am loving these. They are so cute, super cute, perfect little hand size, and a little more like, you put them in your handbag, they're not going to smash as easily as the 9 mils because there's a bit of thickness to the glass. I love them, absolutely love them. So fluffy lemon top. Is no lemon in here, there's no lemon. However, it smells lemony. It smells lemony and fluffy, fluffy lemon. It smells toppy, fluffy and lemony. If you like the sexiest scent on the planet by this company, it's that ballpark, but it's not the same. It doesn't feel like it's got exactly the same components, but it is the same ballpark in that you have a freshness with a sweet, woodsy, vanilla-y, sugary-ness, but it's not mega sweet. It's really hard to explain this one. Marshmallow, a bit of marshmallow, but marshmallow in the breeze. So it's very ethereal, it's not thick, it's not heavy. It's definitely effusive, effusive, not sure what the right word is. Vanilla, marshmallow, lemony, probably bergamot. It's probably bergamot rather than lemon. We know that lemon's not in here. Sarah McCartney has confirmed that. And bergamot can smell lemony. So I would say it's probably bergamot, and there's marshmallow, and it's very light and fluffy and fresh and slightly sweet, and it's really, really nice. John, no way Claire, I need to start paying more attention to all these skin products you use. What do you mean skin products? I'm not sure what you mean, John. Darren, depends who's looking. Well, when we hit our 40s, there's no point worrying, just got to look good and smell good. Exactly. So, yes. I mean, my secret to looking good is this elixir here. You take the Diet Coke, you mix it with some vodka, you drink loads. The more you drink, the better you look. When you look in the mirror, everything's all blurred. It's like this blurred effect. Don't know what other people see though. John, you can't be that slightly older than me. Of course, you look 30 at most. Oh, bless you, John. Thank you very much. Very, very much. Oh. Yeah, 42. Steve, 40s, I thought you were 25. Oh, Steve. I think I might love you a little bit. So, what have we got left? And we've got some more 4160s. So we've got some samples here. Darren, I thought Claire and Mel were in your 30s. Robert, are you only 42, you fucker? Oh, okay, let's leave this whole age thing now, because age is nothing but a number. Right, so we've got 3 samples now from 4160, and I've got some custom built sample strips here. I'll read you what this one says. Return address, Wallpaper Direct Returns, Maple Road, Eastbourne. Contact +44 01323 30886. Email help@Wallpaper Direct. So that's the custom strip information for you. And we're going to smell Rosa Reeves, or I think it might be Rosa Reeves. And Darren doesn't booze anymore, I feel so much better for it. I will give that a go at some point in my life. Maybe 2030, we'll try that. Rosa Reeves. I don't know the notes. Here comes the cat again. She's going to knock stuff over. Sweetie. Definitely very much blackcurrant, blackberry, fruity, but dry, hay-like. Hay, now that I know what hay smells like, very much hay, savoury backbone to it. So it's not just like fruity. Oh, come on then. So the cat's coming. Yes. Oh, what are you knocking over? Just come here then. What are you doing? Yeah, so having now smelt Hay Absolute, I feel like there's Hay Absolute in here. Could be wrong. It also reminds me of what's in Tobacco Rose from Papillon. It's got this savoury kind of, I say salty, I want to say salty. It's not salty, but it's got this savoury edge. So you've got this dry, imagine dry hay drying in the sun, and then some moist blackberries, black currants. It's more dry than it is moist. Do you want me to say moist again? Because I know people like the word moist. Moist, 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 moist. Quite, actually it's more dry than it is moist. It's actually really, really nice. But I'm getting hay and blackberries, and it's very dry. Darren says, moist. But it's definitely more dry than it is moist. Moist. Moist lips. Okay, this is getting crazy. Really, really, really nice actually. Rosary Bays. I am going to place it over here underneath the sample so that I can come back to it, and I will give a little update in the description of the video later. Once it's uploaded, I'm going to give a little description of how that one develops. So Rosary Bays, I think it's really, really interesting, really nice, very grown up actually, very grown up. So I probably shouldn't be allowed to play with it. Darren, Claire, best way to get fit? What, by not boozing, or are you talking about something else? Mel, Ribena, kind of, but the dry hay-like note stops it from feeling like a drink, if that makes sense. Mel, Rosary Bays makes me thirsty. Definitely, Ribena. Dan, my dinner's almost done, so I'm leaving you. Dan, you never stay for the whole thing, Dan. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty or anything, but you know, eating's cheating. Only kidding. Enjoy your dinner, Dan. Right, we've still got two more from 4160. So I've got another one here, which is called Paris 1948. Paris 48. This has been in the range for quite a long time, so it's not a new one, but I have not ever got round to smelling it until now. Rich, how long are we going for tonight? Rich, it depends on your stamina. I'm only kidding. It depends on my stamina. I think we're probably getting to the end now. I've only got one more fragrance to sniff. So it depends on, I mean, we've been going for what, 86 minutes. That's quite a long time. Darren, I need bed now, so smellies, I'm off. See you, Claire. See you, Darren. Rich, till at least 1 AM. No, because I'm up early. I've got to catch a train to London. about 10, I say up early. Got to catch the train to London about 10ish in the morning, but I am trying to turn it around from nights. So I only came in this morning at 7 o'clock, actually later because I popped into Asda's. So yeah, I'm turning it around from nights into getting up early. It's actually hard, it's really difficult. Darren works in London. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Hopefully I'll bump into you in London. So what we're smelling here is Paris 1948. Oh, this is really interesting. So with 4160 Tuesday, I would say quite a large proportion of their fragrances probably lean a little more on the feminine side. They don't advertise them as masculine or feminine. However, they have a lot of flowers, a lot of fruit, a lot of sweetness. A lot of people, the average person, will consider them, a lot of them, quite feminine. This, however, is more leaning more masculine, I think. Rich used to work continental shifts. Does that mean you get a croissant, jam and ham? A selection of cereals. So Paris 1948, I did not look up the notes. I think I should find them for you because I'm going to struggle to explain this one. I think it's another one that is a little bit like Rosa Reba's. It's in that, I would say it's in that same ballpark actually. So let's go for Paris. I'm on Fragrantica 1940, oops, 1948. And let's get you the notes. It's again, it's another dry one. And I think more men would be, I think men would be more comfortable with this than most of the range actually from this company. Peach, grapefruit and basil, rose, cedar, orange blossom, palisander rosewood, honey, oak moss, labdanum, hay and musk. That makes sense. It feels, again, it's got that dry hay-like feel, just like Rosa Reba's had. And although hay is probably in the base notes, to me I feel like it's here right now. It's here right now with me right now. It's in the room. It's dry. The peach is not sweet and vanillic or sugary at all. The peach, it's almost like the peach has been dried out by the hay, if that makes any sense. It's a very dry fragrance. It is woodsy. It's like dry woods though. It's like wood that's been chopped up and left to dry in a dry, warm room for a long time. And then there's a sweetness. There's a little bit of freshness. So there's grapefruit here. And basil. Basil! It's really interesting. It's not the kind of thing I would normally wear. It's the sort of thing I would recommend for someone that's looking for something slightly more masculine. It's not mega masculine, but it feels just a bit more masculine than the average 4160 Tuesdays fragrance. I like it. It's really interesting. Let me just see if anyone has a comment on that. Tim, ooh, 4160 doing 15ml bottles. It's Wild Parfum do them too. Oh, I didn't know that. In great packaging, I have a few more companies should do this size. Bandit, my Siamese cat, says moi, or he would do if he was in. I'm sure he would. He might be doing that outside. Make sure he's not outside waiting to get in. Go. Rich says this Bois d'Argent candle is lish. Nice. I had my Kringle hot chocolate candle on today, but I turned it off before a good time before I started doing the live because I feel like it permeates so much that I can't smell things properly because of it. It's so strong. It takes over the whole house. So yeah, 1948, Paris 1948 by 4160. I'm going to put that over there on the strip and I'll come back to it and update in the description what I think of that a little bit later on. But definitely one. I think it's probably a Chypre. I could check that, I guess. It's got that dry thing. It's got oak moss in it. I think that, yeah, it's probably more, it's going to appeal more to more masculine tastes. Quite dry, definitely dry. So I've got one more to go and we have Meet Me on the Corner. This was a crowdfunding thing. More often than not I get on board with the crowdfunding that goes on at 4160. I didn't with this one because the description didn't quite grab me because again this one is a Chypre and I wasn't sure if it was going to be my thing, so I didn't go for it. I normally go for anything that's white floral, gourmand. This one wasn't sure, and you've got to sometimes hold back. You can't have everything, especially if you want the throne chair. I definitely want the throne chair. Oh, this is good. Oh yeah. Okay. So this kind of reminds me a little bit of Rosary Base. I'm just going to re-sniff that now. Well, that's kind of dry. This is more moist because we like that word, don't we? This is a bit sweet. Is it sweet? I'm not sure. All of these. So okay, Paris 48, Rosary Base, and Meet Me on the Corner. It feels like they have common ingredients, but they're not smelling the same, but it feels like they have common denominators. Meet Me on the Corner has this, again it feels like there's black currant or red berries, but not just red berries, dark berries, like very dark red berries. It feels like it has very dark red berries, but it also feels again like it has this dry hay absolute hay note. It's sort of slightly woodsy, but not a specific wood. Almost like the texture of very, very dry wood shavings. But it doesn't smell like wood shavings, it just has the texture of wood shavings, if that makes sense. It's very dry. There's something lifting it, so it feels like there's a bit of lemon in here. So there's this freshness. This is freshness, a bit like freshly cut lemon, very tart. So it's like lemon and blackcurrant, but this dry, woodsy texture. Really natural smelling. Literally like I'm picturing chopped up pieces of lemon. Very natural smelling. Meet Me on the Corner is really interesting. Itchy nose, sorry. Let's have a little swig. Yes, Meet Me on the Corner. There's things in here that I recognise that I can't quite pinpoint at the moment. But I like it. But it's not my usual thing. This is not as sweet as you would usually go. I'm not feeling any vanilla, and vanilla is something that's generally in everything that I have. There's nothing obviously vanilla here. There's this natural freshness, this natural citrus, the skin of oranges, lemons, maybe bergamots. It's like the skin, like the thick peel, the oil from the peel. And something reminded me of my younger years. Can't quite pinpoint what that is. The scent of misbehavior. Really, really, really interesting. So I really am struggling to explain how that smells, and I do apologize for that. Have I got any skin left? Not really. My skin is literally covered in perfume. Let's go up here. I've got skin up here. I really want to put this Meet Me on the Corner on skin, because actually it's fascinating stuff. So I'm going to pop that down there for now. Yes, it smells like grapefruit, orange, a tiny bit of blackcurrant, maybe even some mint, something a little bit green, touch of dark berries, not as much as I thought to start with. On my skin, I'm not really getting as much dark berries that I got on paper. Definitely some tartness, some slightly bitter tartness that you get from the peel of oranges and lemons. And some greenness, so some leaves from the trees. And that's it. I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm struggling. And then savoury hay, very dry pile of hay in the sun. Yeah. Okay, let's catch up on your comments. Mel says, Meet Me on the Corner. I didn't think I would like, but it grew on me after a while. I don't have anything similar, but then again, I buy pretty much anything Sarah makes. Hilary from the Bureau Nerdy Fragrance Reviews. I got a bunch of random samples in today, and I'm still wrapping my head around some of them. Yeah, you definitely have to take your time sniffing new samples, I think. Sometimes things can feel a bit weird, and then they can start to make sense. So you've got the Chronic. I am really curious to try the Chronic from Byron. That sounds like I would like it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one, Hilary. Rich is getting Jungle Jezebel off Davison. That was mental. Bubblegum and sexual deviance. Bubblegum and sexual deviancy in one. Centurion, have an awesome day tomorrow. Thank you, Scott. I was going to smell your samples that you sent over, but actually I think we're getting on a bit now. It's getting a bit late. I need to go to bed. So we'll save those for another video. I still haven't sent yours yet, sorry. I've made 2 samples for you. I've got B and the other one that I'm not going to tell you what that is just yet. And I will send them off. It's just running out of time all the time. Never have enough time to do the stuff I want to do. Rich, I'm a right deviant. Hilary, initial impressions of the Chronic. It's the same vein as Sergio Lira and Idolo's Love and Crime, but I may actually like it better. Oh, that's interesting. So I like Lira. The thing with Lyra is it smells a lot like a cheaper fragrance, Tender Madeleine. So I didn't need to own Lyra. Then I didn't end up needing to own Tender Madeleine either. Maybe too much citrus. I think sometimes citrus and vanilla, citrus and vanilla-y sweet stuff cannot excite me too much. But I'm really interested in the Chronic. It sounds really nice. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm now struggling to breathe. Sometimes I think when I drink vodka I get I have a slight allergy, not major, but it makes me breathe heavy. Like I struggle to breathe. Here comes the cat. So I am going to call it a day. I hope that you enjoyed. Rich, don't go anxious. No, I'm going to have to, Rich, because I've got to get up and catch a train and go and do lush stuff. We will be back. So when I say we, I mean Dan off of Mr. Smelly, who now lives only over there. Like I could be there in 5 or 6 minutes walking. Dan's house is over there. He's just moved in and he's coming around on Saturday. We're going to shoot a frag chat and we are going to go live on my channel. So if you've got any suggestions for what we should talk about on Saturday, feel free to share. I've got some ideas, but if you want to sort of throw something into the mix, I'm well up for considering what you want to suggest. But yeah, so Dan's coming over Saturday night and we will do a live chat from here. Night everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. I am going to sleep well. I think the vodka is definitely helping. So I'm at the moment used to going to bed at 7:30 a.m. and now I'm going to be going to bed at whatever the time is now. I've no clue. I can't even see it on my phone, on my laptop. But I'm going to go to bed and hopefully the vodka will sedate me enough to get me to sleep properly. And I will see you all very, very soon. Tell Dan to fetch small toe and see what you reckon. Okay, I will try. Steve, night Smurfy, night Steve. I will reply to your email tomorrow. Rich, can't catch a train. You're too little. It will squash you. Okay, Rich. Sarah, enjoy London, Claire. Buy the chair. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, I'm going to buy the chair. I'm buying the chair. I'm buying the chair. I'm buying the chair. Can't wait to show you all the chair. Jim, did I get here just in time for closing? Yes. Sorry, Jim. Yeah, time to go. Mel, looking forward to Saturday then. Yes, so I will see you all Saturday. I'm going to close it down now. Cheers, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. You know, I bloody love it. Much love to you all. Mwah. Wherever you are, I hope that you have a nice day, night, whatever. And I will see you all on Saturday with Dan, aka Mr. Smelly, and we will do another live with some more of that stuff and all that jazz. See you then.